Hi, I'm Josh Team, one of the creators of SplashCube, and today we're going to walk through a new feature in 2.0 we're very excited about, the social inbox. A lot of the feedback we've received had told us that the recommendation engine is spot on as far as telling them how to grow their community, but with that growth, they encountered challenges. One of the biggest challenges was knowing how to respond to a growing community, and we believe the new social inbox solves that challenge. If you take a look at my screen, this is what the social inbox looks like when you first log on and activate it. It's time ordered, just like email, of all the interactions that is relevant to response, such as people mentioning you on Twitter, people direct messaging you on Twitter, people posting on your Facebook wall, and people messaging you on Facebook, or any of the array of sorts of messages and interactions that we deem relevant for having a response. They're all threaded here together. Now for testing purposes, for this demo, we're only going to be looking at Twitter mentions, just to keep it simple. But when we release this feature, it'll have a much more robust way of interactions that we're monitoring. And you'll see that a few of these have different colors. When you read an interaction, so you'll see that we had this Splash Media U, FF. Once we go in here and go back, so once we've read it, it shows unread. So there's two states. There's unread, letting us know that we need to work out of that queue, which we can see by simply filtering and looking at only the unread, or there's all, and there's a star, and this is how we can go back and say this is important. So this would be key if a client or a tech support or customer service or something that we knew was really time sensitive that we wanted to stay on top of, we'd come in and just flag it as important. And then later at a different time we can come back and just work through our important items. Very, very similar to email. When certain things happen, so in this case someone was mentioning us here, Sweet Tweets, we come in here and you'll see that we're given some information and we're asked to respond. So right from this screen, without having to think was it private or was it public, is it Twitter, is it Facebook, we get all the information, and just like email, we can author our response directly from SplashCube. I post to Twitter, and then we can come over to our test account, refresh, and you see that it's already on Twitter. So it knew who to mention, it knew what account to go to, and did all the kind of hard work thinking, planning, and organizing for us. Another key feature is that that's automatically going to go out to our publishing tab. And you'll see that it tells us what network it went to, when it went out, and all the other important information. And so the real key here is, as remember, in our last video, we showed you how task worked, and we made these recommendations to show you exactly how to grow your community. Again, with that growth, you're going to have challenges, more people talking to you, more people talking about you. And so what we want you to do is be able to come to your inbox and favorite. And what favorite's doing is it just tells us that this is important. And we can filter by important. So this is another key thing. We can come in here, work through the unread, classify things as important, and then anytime we want to come in here, we can work through those type of work queues. And we're really excited about this. We think this email metaphor for managing your social community is going to be a real big hit. But that's all for today. Remember, make sure you're giving us your feedback at one of our social sites. Thanks for watching.